Hi, it's Elizabeth from Tyne Valley Motorhomes, and today we'll be doing the handover video of the Auto Trail 675B. So just behind your driver's side door, you've got your hookup point. So to hook your cable up, you want to lift the collar and line it with the 3 pins and just push it on gently. When you're hooking your cable up, you want to hook your cable up to your vehicle first and then to the mains, so you're not walking around with a live cable. And then when you come to disconnect from the mains first and then the vehicle. Just below your driver's side door is your wastewater empty point. So all you have to do is just gently pull the handle forward and the wastewater will come out. You want to do this when you are leaving a site, so you're not travelling home with the extra weight of the dirty water, but also when you're winterising your vehicle. You can leave it open to travel home and it'll just shake out all the residual water that's left in the tank. The next bit we're coming to is your gas locker. So this will hold 2 6-kilogram bottles, and you always want to make sure that you secure them with these straps so they're not rattling around when you're travelling. And then when you want to connect your pigtail, this one's just a hand tighten one, so you can hand tighten it up and you don't need a spanner. And then to open it, you just turn the dial on the top and allow the gas to come through the pigtail. Always remember, it's left to tighten, right to loosen when fitting the pigtail as well. Just below your gas locker, you've got your fresh water drain off valve. So if you just gently twist, it'll open up and it'll drain all your fresh water out. You want to do this when you are winterising your vehicle, as you don't want any water left in your tanks through winter to freeze and cause damage. Next, we've got your fresh water filler point. So you just want a hose pipe and some adapters to connect to the brass tap at the site. Then you pop your hose pipe through there and wait till it's full, or until you've got as much water as you think you're going to need. And then when you close it, just make sure you lock the key so no one can tamper with your fresh water. Next to it is your external shower point. So if you push the blue collar back, the cap will pop off, and then you can pop your external shower into there. And as long as you've got enough water in your fresh water tank and your water pump turned on, your external shower will work. And then when you want to disconnect it, again, push the blue collar in, the shower will pop off, and then to put the cap back on, just push it in. At the back of the vehicle, we've got your large garage, got your carpets and your awning pole on the inside as well. At the top of the vehicle, you've got your reversing camera, and then you've got your 2 dual bike rack bars if you want to have a bike rack fitted. On the passenger side of your garage, you just come onto the inside, you've got a light switch, so it'll illuminate on a night time if you need to get anything out of your garage. And then just in this little gap here, you've got your boiler drain off point. So when you're winterising your vehicle, you want to push this little yellow toggle to the front of the vehicle, like so. Doing this drains off all the water out of the boiler, but while the water's draining out of your boiler, you can also turn your kitchen and bathroom taps on to get rid of all the water left in the pipes to stop them getting frost damage during the winter months. Next thing we'll come to is your cassette locker. So as long as the blade on the inside of the toilet is closed, you can pull this orange handle up and slide it out. To empty it, you just want to unscrew this cap and then tip it up and press this orange button in as you're emptying. This just allows some air into the cassette and it stops it from glugging. Then want to rinse it round, empty it out again, and before you put it back, put some blue or green liquid in the cap, down the spout, and then you can push it in and lock it, and it's ready for use again. Next thing we'll come to is the external barbecue point. So as long as you've got your gas bottle turned on and a flow of gas through the vehicle, you can connect your adapter to the hose and to your Caddock and barbecue. And then you can turn the red handle. Here you can see if it's horizontal, it's off, if it's vertical, it's on, and it'll be ready for use. Just on the outside of your passenger door, your diesel filler and then your AdBlue. If you fill your AdBlue up at a petrol station where they take Arctic lorries, it's cheaper than if you buy it on the drums. If you want to open your bonnet, you want your ignition key, and just pop it in the front here, and then turn it left to release the catch, and then turn it right and lift to open the bonnet fully. Under the bonnet, the main things you want to focus on is your screen washer fluid, got your brake fluid, your oil, your dipstick, and then we've got your positive here and then your negative just there if you need to give or receive a jump start. So the first thing you want to do when you get into your vehicle is turn your main control panel on, and from here you can turn your lighting on. You can turn the lights on through individual rocker switches throughout the vehicle, but this is your main button to press to turn them all on. You've also got your awning light as well. Next thing we'll come to is your power, so you can see the current voltage of your leisure and vehicle battery. Next we'll come to your water, so here you can see that you've got 75% fresh water and you've got 0 waste at the minute. And from here you can turn your water pump on. This just gives you a pressurised flow throughout the vehicle. This heater button up here is for if you're using your vehicle during cold temperatures, it'll just keep the water tepid and above freezing, so you can use your water without causing damage to the pipes or the tanks. Next one is your environment, so it's just telling you your internal and external temperatures and the humidity within the vehicle. You've also got a few different settings that you can flick through. To operate your heating and your hot water, you can use these 2 dials here, so you just have to wave your hand across them and they'll switch on. We'll do the heating first, so you can have it on just gas, just electricity, or you can have it on both if you want to heat your vehicle up quicker. On the electric side, you can have it on 1 kilowatt, which is 1 dot, 2 kilowatts, which is 2 dots, and then 3 kilowatts, which would be 3 dots. They've gone blue at the minute, that means it's on, but it's not currently working on gas or electric. In a minute, it will turn orange. That means that it is working and your van will start to heat. The outside, you can have it from 30 degrees all the way down to 5 degrees, depending on how warm you want your van to be. Next, we've got your water on heating, so you can either have it on gas, electricity, or both, depending on if you want your hot water quicker. You can have it on both and it'll just heat up a little bit faster. You've got your 2 settings, so you can have it on gas and then electricity. You can see here the lightning bolt's gone orange. That means it's already working on electricity. It'll just take a minute or two to start working on gas. Here we've got the hot water running. You might be able to see the steam, but it is hot and up to temperature. So here we've got all 3 gas burner hobs working. Just remember that once you've used them and you've turned them off, let the metal fully cool before you put the glass lid down, as it will shatter if it's too hot when it touches the metal. Here we've got your oven working on gas. We've also got the grill on gas as well. To use your fridge, the first thing you want to do is turn it on, so hold the on button down until the blue lights come on. Then from here, if you want to change the temperature, hold it down until it starts flashing, and then you'll be able to have the temperature on 5, which is the coldest, or down to 1. We always recommend that you start off with 5 when you first turn it on to get it to temperature, and then turn it down to about 3 or 4, as 5 can cause ice to form in the fridge. You can then also press this moon here. This is night mode. It just turns the decibels down and makes the fridge slightly quieter for when you're asleep. So in the bathroom, you've got your nice long mirror. You've got your sink, and you've got your 2 cupboard doors under here. And you've got a window and another cupboard above. When you want to use your toilet, make sure you've got your water pump turned on and some fresh water in the tank, and then if you press the blue button, you get a flow of water into the bowl. And to empty it, you just want to pull the grey lever across, and it'll open the blade, and then push it back to shut it. Got another couple of cupboard doors with a large wardrobe and some hanging rails to hang your clothes up. And below you also have access to your garage from the inside. And then you've got your nice spacious shower with some storage racks and lighting. Before we make this part of the lounge into the bed, you just want to lift the base up, and underneath you want to pull this supporting bar out from the side, and we'll use this a little bit later on when making the bed. The first thing you want to do is just move your 4 cushions out the way just so you can get to the base of the bed. Next thing you want to do is just gently pull the seat base out, and then you can lift it over to fill in the gap that's left. And it just slots into there, ready for the cushions to be put on top. Next bit, what you want to do is just fold this piece of wood out, and then it will fit across here. You then want to put your 2 base cushions back into their original place for the bed. You then want to put your backrest cushion down on top of your slats there. Then you just want to slide the base out and then just bring the leg down to support it. You then want to put your backrest into the gap that's left. The last thing you want to do is just put this infill cushion, lay it flat, and then pop it in this gap that's left. It's a little bit tight, so you've just got to push all the cushions over and then slot it in, and then your bed will be ready. Here is your front lounge made up into your front bed. If it's slightly too bumpy to sleep on, you can get a mattress topper just to make it slightly more comfortable. You can also press your reversing camera and have a look on the radio as well. So when using your radio, you've got Apple CarPlay, navigation, radio, DAB, and you've got USB, Android Link, iPod, Bluetooth, and then you've got your HDMI camera, and then your settings. So at the minute, navigation isn't on because there's no SD card. However, that just slides in there, and then you've got your maps that you can update on regular basis if you need to. Radio works the same as the other ones, so you can scroll through different radio stations. You can also switch to DAB, and again flick through different radio stations. If you want to connect your phone through Bluetooth, you can click on the Bluetooth and search for your phone. It's just like connecting it to any other radio station. You've got to have your phone find it and pair it with the radio, and the radio has to pair with the phone. Then once it's paired, it will remember it, and then you can just turn your Bluetooth on your phone. It'll connect straight away, and then you can go through your calls, radio, music. In the settings, you can change your time, date. You can also personalise your radio more to suit you if you like. You've got your volume controls down here, and you can also turn it on and off as well by just holding it down. Just below, you've got your fan speed, you've got your temperature, which direction you want the air to blow, and then you've got your hazards. You've got your 12 volt and your USB down here, and then you've got your automatic. You've got your automatic gear stick, so you'll need your foot on the brake to be able to push the button in, just here. Push the button in and then pull to either select reverse, You've got drive and then manual drive. Just always have your foot on the brake whenever you are changing, just so that the gears can get selected properly. And then on your steering wheel, on the right hand side, you've got these 3 buttons. So if you press the 3 buttons, you'll get a couple of different settings you can flick through. On your home screen, you've also got your miles per hour. You've got quite a few different options to choose from on here as well. And you can skip, next, you can have your voice activated controls, and then you've got your cruise control on this side. On the left hand side, you've got your indicators and your full beam. And then on the right hand side, you've got your windscreen wipers.